I'm Alyssa Graham, and we're the Grahams. Well, Doug and I grew up together. We have known each other since we were wee young children, about 7 and 9 years old. We grew up in a small town outside of New York, and we started playing music together and other things together, and fell in love and started playing music in high school in a band, and we just always had this connection of music and started to travel the country and play for other people and write songs together, and that's how it started many, many years ago. And since then we've gotten married and become the Grahams, and here we are.
Well, it's sort of, we call it a deep river roots music. It's sort of roots Americana meets folky blues. And you know, we're storytellers, so we like to write songs that tell stories, and so that's what we focus on.
Yeah, we were inspired by like some of the old folk singers, you know, obviously Dylan and Neil Young and those kinds of people, but we go further back into people like the Carter family and the Bill Monroes and the Stanley brothers, and people who really sat down to tell their audience a story about something.
Well, we did this sort of dream come true trip where we dreamed up the idea of traveling down the Mississippi River and gaining as many experiences as we could from the Mississippi River so that we could write this record. And that's what we did, is we traveled from Minneapolis down to Lafayette, Louisiana, following the Mississippi River very closely until we got down to the Atchafalaya Swamp in Louisiana, and we spent some time on a houseboat, and we finished writing all the songs for the record there, you know, using the experiences we had on the river.
The latest record is called Riverman's Daughter, and the reason we called it that was because we dreamt up this trip in our New York City apartment when we wrote the first track called Riverman's Daughter, and we feel like it propelled us down the Great River Road following the Mississippi for the better part of a year. And I think in both of our minds, even though we were writing about lots of different characters and meeting lots of amazing people who were inspiring us to write different songs, the whole time we were sort of searching for the Riverman and the Riverman's Daughter. And it wasn't until the last portion of our journey down in the Atchafalaya Swamp that we met this you know,
Riverman.
This Riverman, yeah. And so it was fitting to call the record and this collection of stories Riverman's Daughter. I'm singing my songs in heaven, hear the angel band play with me. If you're scared to see.
Right now we plan to tour this record a little bit longer, and then after that we plan on doing another sort of adventure like the Great River Road tour, and writing our next record while we're doing that adventure, and you know, hopefully by next year we'll have that record for you.
Yeah, I think that we both love, you know, we feel extremely lucky that we can be together, make music, and travel the world and speak to people who want to listen to our stories. So I can guarantee you that in 5 years, 10 years, maybe we won't be living out of our truck and doing it every night of the year, but we'll still be bringing our stories around the country and, you know, trying to share them with people.